Okay, so the second question on the page, we're referring to the same reaction. What volume of O2 measured at STP will be consumed when 10 kilograms of ammonia is reacted? There's a few things that we need to be aware of here. First off, it's at STP, so not necessary to use the ideal gas law for this problem. You could use the ideal gas law. You'll come up with the same answer, or you can just use stoichiometry. So I'm just going to do the stoichiometry. Another thing you need to consider before going into it, make sure your units, 10 kilograms, what does that need to be in first? It needs to be in grams. So before I start this, I need to make this 10,000 grams of NH3. And we're trying to find the volume of O2. So we can do our usual gram to mole. So 1 mole of NH3 is 17 grams of NH3. Then we do a mole to mole ratio based on the balanced equation. So we have 5 moles of O2 for every 4 moles of NH3. And then the last step is to go from moles to volume. So for every 1 mole of O2, we have 22.4 liters of O2. Now, the only reason we can do this is because it's at STP. If it's not at STP, you have to use the ideal gas law. And so when you multiply and divide all this, you should get 753, or whoops, backwards, 735. Oh no, looking at the wrong numbers. It should be 1,600 or 16,460. Sorry about that. Liters. So it should be 16,460 liters. And if you did the same thing with the ideal gas law, so you did 1 ATM times our volume, because we would be solving for volume, equals, now at this point you had to do up to this point and solve for the number of moles of O2 if you want to plug it into the ideal gas law. That is 735.3 moles of the O2 and 0.0821 for our R value and 273 Kelvin because it's at STP. And if you did this problem, multiply, divide, all the stuff, you would still end up with the same answer right here. So either way you do it, you still have to do this portion either way. So it's probably easier just to go ahead and do this last step rather than do all of this and then plug it in for the number of moles and the ideal gas law.